Hi, I'm Jess, a survivor of chronic illness and your host for this topic talk. Let's talk about the role of acceptance in grief. With us right now is the wonderful Tommy, a beautifully compassionate soul, and a TBI Warrior and one of our leaders in Genyus. Tommy, can you please, in 1 to 2 minutes, tell us, have there been moments for you in the grieving process where you've accepted and surrendered to what is? And if so, what happened?
Yes. Hello, Jess. And thank you so much for letting me be on here and just give some of my grief story. So yeah, grief. We go through grief. I mean, I died, not died literally, but May 30th, 2018. So my anniversary's coming up. Of we I something died in me on May 30th when I went through my accident and I got my TBI, my body got broken. There's a lot of there's death there. We lost something. I lost something. I say we because there's two, like, me's that, like, I lost this guy, but here's this other man now that, went through this grieving process of, I was, and I say I was at that time, very highly involved in community, had lots of friends, lots of family that, I tried to intertwine with, had failures on it because there was always community and, priorities and failures and trials, tribulations, would have, could have, should have. And when you get that one wake up call, and May 30th was like that wake up call of, wow, life really slowed down for me. And that was, my TBI robbed me of, my memory. I was amnesia for, a little over a month. I had, long-term, short-term memory loss, body broke, divorce, when going through a divorce, just got, paperwork today, literally. Wow. So the grieving process always goes. And when we go through denial and we're able to get through that anger, and we bargain with ourselves also, to, okay, how can I get through this? Let's try to do something else. When I can't remember something, it's like, oh, well, let's bargain something else and let's try and pull something through. But when it really comes down to, the acceptance of it, if we don't go through all of the quote, air quote, 5 stages, it's literally not going to happen. So that's never ending. We're always, just like when we grieve for a family loss member, you're always going to remember it. So accepting who I used to be and what I used to be able to do, and doing what I can today to pay forward what I know I used to be able to do, hence being a coach or being here and talking. I wasn't able to talk when this first took place. So I was like, I'm going to go do something so I can continue. I'm here for a reason. Now let's accept it. Let's move on. Quit being depressed. Get out of this funk. Being the acceptance and moving forward and paying it forward now is a never ending. Grief is a ongoing life journey. So when we accept it and go through these stages, that's where, I tend to become at peace with things. So in short, in a nutshell, that's where I'm at right now with grief and acceptance. So
amazing, Tommy. I hear a lot, and in my experience as well, that like the moment you accept it, that's when things change for you. And you're talking about being at peace, and we can only move forward really from that place. And I really appreciate you sharing that. I knew, given your background in mindfulness, the person you are, and your lived experience, that you'd have so much richness to add to this topic. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Get a little choked up when we get personal and get passionate. So.
That's okay. Now, Tommy and I would love to hear from you. Have you have there been moments in the grieving process where you've accepted and surrendered to what is? And if so, what happened? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.